Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed last night. I was busy, like I said, if you saw that. But that kind of thing happens. So I'm on now. I was hoping to tell some school stories, some things we did in school once we get more people on. But yeah, I'm just... yeah. So, yes. Oh, great. Delaware fishing is on. Yeah. Someone else is on now. Yep. Yeah, I thought I'd tell some stories once we get maybe a few more people on here. Stories about funny things that happened to me in school. I'm homeschooled now. I have been for 5 years at least. I went from first grade to fourth grade, and of course I did preschool. That was fine. I remember I have actually very fond memories of preschool, even though that was 10 years ago. But school was different. It was stressful. At least the schools we have here in Texas. I mean, there's some good ones, but I went to a public school. I won't mention, but it wasn't the best. I mean, they didn't have a lot of money. They couldn't do certain things. I know, who doesn't have fun in pre-K? I mean, it was great. I remember lots of funny, crazy things. One thing in pre-K that happened to me, like I was like 3 or 4, and I remember this like it was yesterday. There's like this granite they use. We use this in Texas and Houston a lot, like this granite gravel all over the place, and there's some big rocks of it, and I picked them up and I put them in my pocket, and we were sitting at I think what they'd call circle, and the teacher would be talking, and I decided they were falling out of my pocket, and so I decided to grab them, and I went to the bathroom and threw them out. I just threw them in the trash. It was pretty funny. I just didn't want them. Maybe we might do a stream tomorrow, because actually yesterday I had my friend Travis over, and he could be on. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, you did the circle thing. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, what else in pre-K did I do? I had like two friends that I was really close to. There's, which I actually know one still to this day, who actually moved back to Houston, which is pretty cool. And then I went to this public school, and the first year was, I don't know, there were a lot of nice kids. That was, I mean, I still that I know to this day. And they made me feel, comfortable being there. Then there, of course, those asshole bully kids. I was never really bullied, actually, but they just kind of being just a douche, just kind of rude, and I didn't know what to say. I didn't have anything to say back then. I wouldn't let it happen now. I can say that, but I don't know if it's better now, than it was. I mean, this was, but I don't know. So yeah, we did this funny thing in school. Well, I had these two friends. It's fun. Yeah, it is. I was a little kid there. But I was I had a friend, Dennis and William, and we at cafeteria. I'd always bring my own lunch. And Dennis was this like skinny kid like me, and we would make him. I mean, not forcibly make, but he'd be willing. Like, have any of you heard of the show Jackass that was on from like 2000 to like 10? That was the last one, 2009, something like that. The characters, the guy, well, not characters, all real, would always be like, I think it is Steve-O that would always eat like gross stuff, and he'd be the one that would like always be throwing up. Yeah, and he'd be throwing up all the time, and Dennis was our Steve-O. And this we didn't know about Jackass. Maybe he did, but and we'd like make him eat. Like I said, we wouldn't forcibly. I mean, we were good friends. I wouldn't make him do it. And like we'd be like encouraging to eat him. Steve-O, Ryan Dunn, yeah, Ryan Dunn. And we would encourage him to eat disgusting things. So we'd like mash up his eggs, and then he'd eat them, and he'd like almost throw up, and we'd be laughing. And I think twice he's thrown up. He threw up once the time with the eggs, and then he also threw up where he threw it right on the table and just. And I look away for a second, and then he threw up, and I felt kind of bad, but yeah, he was up for it. I don't think I ever did it, but I didn't really eat. I think I was the one that would supply him with the food. Like there'd be certain things we'd eat, and there was this kid named Hayden, and he was not nice, but he sat at our table, and once and we had like yogurt, those little things, yogurt, spaghetti. Yeah, I know, you know where this is going. He put the spaghetti in the yogurt and mixed it up, so it's got tomato sauce and everything in it. And he mixed it up, and he ate it. And I don't even know if Dennis wanted to eat it. We thought it was just disgusting. And Hayden just was like, "What?" And he just like literally just started eating it, just eating this yogurty spaghetti crap. It was so bizarre, and it's hilarious. And that was so funny. And just eating this stuff, and that was weird. But I'm trying to think what else we'd make him eat. But we called them recipes. That's what we would call it. So we'd make recipes and stuff. He'd eat it and almost throw up, and we'd laugh. And so those were really good times. That was a really positive experience. That was fun. And of course, lunchtime was like the freedom. You'd go there. I remember lots of funny things happening there. What else happened there? Lots of things happened. Oh, there's this one kid who I won't mention his name, but this funny kid, and we were friends. He was just like this really nice kid, and he would actually like he didn't behave very well. Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments. He must have liked it. You had sour milk, and I gave it to a teacher, and they drank it and threw up. Oh my God! You gave it to a teacher. Why'd they keep drinking it? That's funny. Well, not really, but like, oh, you just like handed. You said this is bad milk, and they were like, okay, and drank it and threw up. I hate sour milk. That's awful. In fact, once I took a big swig of it and I actually swallowed it and I just spit it out. I didn't throw up, but yeah. So, anyways, this kid was funny kid. Oh, hang on, I think my mom's coming here. I may get interrupted. Ugh. But like, did they know? Did he know it was like bad milk? Oh my God! As a prank. Oh, like what was it then? What'd you do it for? What was it? Oh, it was a prank? That's pretty disgusting. Wow. Yeah, they shouldn't have drinking it though. They just take random milk from a student. Mistake. Yeah, school is also always gross too. Anyways, this kid, we would like hang out in the closet and he'd like just make me laugh. But he'd sometimes get really angry at the teacher and swear at him. And I would imagine you got in trouble, right? But he would like swear at him like, ah, no, you fucking, ah. And I heard like he pushed over a shelf. He rode a dirt bike through the school. Oh my God. Wow. But yeah. Yeah, he was a funny kid. Oh, here's my dad. I gotta take this. Hi. I'm over in the studio doing a stream. You're live right now. Yay. Oh, she's like doing pull-ups over out in the yard. She'll probably be here soon, but I don't know. Okay, I can't tell her right now, but okay. See ya. Bye. Okay, sorry about that. But anyways, this kid would get in trouble a lot, and lots of fun. I'm sorry, I'm losing my focus here. A lot of the toilet's making a weird noise. Hello, third person watching. Who are you? Yeah. So what else happened? I mean, there's so much that happened. Cool. I had long hair, and some dipshits think that's like, I don't know, not cool. Oh, Triangle DIY. Hi, Triangle DIY. Maker J101 was just on here, by the way, or not just on here, but on 2 days ago on the stream. We're doing school stories, and we're talking about, you can share your school stories. He did some mean prank to his teacher with milk, bad milk, and I'm homeschooled now. Well, I'm actually private schooled. I go to like a tutor. But anyways, I had long hair, and kids would like to pick on me for that. And people like don't have an idea of, like, they just kind of look at you, and they're like, assume you're a girl. It's stupid. They just look at the long hair and they think, oh, okay, you must be a girl. I'm not. Look at me. Like, I was triggered. No, but kind of triggered. But still, it's a kind of sleazy thing. But that happens. Yeah. So I had that happen to me, and what else happened to me? There were certainly some bathroom experiences. There's in our school we had like, there's a classic hall monitor. You've probably heard of that. And then, well, we didn't have that. We had bathroom monitor, closet monitor. I think that's it for the monitors. Maybe there's a hall monitor, but we were in like the little like trailer building, not in the school yet. Like my fourth grade I was in the school. I was in the building, but yeah, by that I was kind of depressed. But yeah, we would have saying what? Yeah, by that I was kind of depressed. I forget there was a delay there. What else? Is Triangle DIY still on? I guess he's not. So yeah, if you have any school stories, please let me know, because there's a lot of out there. Just waiting for other people to join. Okay. Only one person is watching. So, well, I'm trying to think what else would happen. Yeah, we'd have the kids in the bathroom. Well, what happened in the bathroom? They do the annoying thing of they would go in the stall and then crawl under the bathroom, and every single door was shut. So you couldn't go in. All the kids just couldn't believe it, and they were crawling on the bathroom floor. So, yeah, pretty disgusting. But, oh well. Dogs are barking. I'm gonna go invite some people. All right, I'm leaving the chat so I can't read the chat temporarily. I have a subscriber, and I'm a fellow fan, subscriber, and I'm a big fan of him, Maker J101, and he does. If you haven't met, he's a YouTuber. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can crawl back under again, but you don't have to like dismantle the doors. It doesn't make sense, but you just crawl under the disgusting ass door. Ugh. And anyways, Maker J101, he does great mechanical videos, and he built a steam engine, which I'd love to build a steam engine. A steam engine is basically something that makes torque out of pressure, and you can use compressed air, but he uses steam. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream at 6:30 in like 3 minutes. It's a nice little stream. Those who are watching afterwards, it's kind of interesting. I hope it was interesting, despite the long pauses. We'll go a little later since I started later than that, and I'm gonna do one in tomorrow at, I'm gonna say 5:30 or 6. If it's not 5:30, it's 6. If we're busy, then maybe I won't. But be sure you're watching my channel if you want to see the stream. I don't know why when we're streaming now, but it doesn't show up in my videos section. So you actually have to be watching one of my videos to find it. Which is weird because, or you get a notification on your phone or something. Yeah. What else in school has happened? I've had, there's the bathrooms, and then there's the library. Oh yeah, so we had the library, and our librarian couldn't do simple math when you're adding up to rent a book, and she couldn't. I don't know if she could. She couldn't pronounce certain words. Like I think she said library. And she was weird. She's very strict. She was nasty. She'd be like there was this kid who was laughing and joking around in school, and she just she exploded in their face, and he got pissed off. I mean, he didn't get pissed off. He was sad, and then there's this one kid. I mean, and she said all 4 chair legs on the floor. Thing you'd start out in the day at library, and it's actually every Wednesday. So today, that's one thing I remember is every Wednesday. So today, well, not today, but I mean a few hours ago, be at library. Yeah. So there was a kid who, I think the same kid that we would joke around. He was on a roller chair. He found a roller chair in there, and she was rolling around. He was rolling around all over the place in the library, and this was an older woman, so she couldn't run around. And he didn't get caught. But imagine if he did, he would get yelled at so much. Really? That's weird. It's like a universal thing. Yeah. All 4 chair legs on the floor. And one thing I didn't mention about these chairs, they're wooden chairs. They actually had 2 legs, technically. They were 4 legs coming down with a piece of wood, a 2x4 connecting them like that, okay? So she was totally lying. You can't have 4 chair legs. The only way you could have 4 chair legs on the floor is if you had 1 chair holding your feet up. That would be 4 chair legs on the floor. Other than that, you couldn't do it. Also, the music class, which was singing, which I did not like singing. Or maybe there's a reason to that. Huh? Maybe because that ruined it for me. I just don't like singing. At the time, I didn't mind singing quietly. And, it was like Christmas Carol stuff that, I don't know. You had to read it out of a book, and I just kind of copied what everyone else was doing. And here's how you don't teach them anything. You don't teach. If you lost your place in the book, she would yell at you hard. All right? If you simply lose your place, too fucking bad, you lose your place. Keep the chair straight. Yeah, that's the number one successful thing, and all musicians have. Keep the chair straight. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That was Delaware Fishing that said that. But yeah, no, in class you'd actually sit on the floor. And when you went into the place, it smelled like rotten eggs. I'm not kidding. It smelled like rotten eggs. I mean, I'm not like exaggerating. It smelled bad. It smelled like rotten eggs. Okay. So we did music, and we'd go walking around in like the 90-degree Houston heat to like a bank, and we sang there. And they had like a marimba, and I really wanted to play the marimba because I wanted to play an instrument. And I mean, of course, I think I started guitar at the time, but I played guitar. But of course, they wouldn't do that. No way. I mean, high school, I'm sure, is much better now. This was, like middle school. We were all like 8 and 9, so 9 or 10. But yeah, there was instruments, but we didn't play the instruments. No, we did not. I think shakers sometimes. And at the park. Oh, this is some guy from the park. Oh yeah, Meeting Green Gatwood. That's right. You did a video. That's when I had long hair. That's funny. All right. Well, hi. Yeah. Well, how are you, sir? This is some guy we met at a park at Travis's house. My friend Travis. Like burgers and shit the women. And shit the women is overweight. Wait, in school suspension room smells like burgers and shit the women is overweight. Do you mean like the women that run the school are overweight? Or something about shit? I don't know. I think you'll have to reword that. But yeah, so we've been talking about school stories, Anthony. So lots of fun stuff. You can re-watch this. It'll be on The Women Were Overweight. Okay, and it smelled like the suspension room smelled like burgers and shit, and the women were overweight. Maybe there's a reason it smelled like burgers because the women were eating burgers. Yeah. Oh, and so this is now at the end of music class. You'd go outside. Well, we leave, and those of you are good. Not if you like instruments or something. No, if you like lost your place or something. And she'd like comment on everyone. Like we'd be walking out in this room, and yes, you mean suspension room. And we'd be walking out, and she'd like all the kids in front of me. There's a kid that, okay, you were good, very good, yeah, you followed place. And she'd give us a Cheerio. I'm not a Cheerio, like a Fruit Loop. And sometimes she gave us 2, and I always fantasized, like, what if she gave someone a bowl of cereal? and I got like 1, maybe 2 sometimes. Sometimes we got 3. Wow. And then, of course, sometimes you got none. And simply not for like misbehaving, but if you just like, if you didn't follow instructions. Yeah. So that's stories for you. Yay, school. Yay. What else? So we had, yeah. Oh, and then, I didn't mention art class. I'll mention that. So you have library, and then we did the music, and then we have art class, and then we had computer, right? Okay. So is that it? Computer. I think that's it. Those are all and each day, well, that's 4 out of 5 days a week. What did we have for the other? Maybe nothing, maybe, I don't know. But for, okay, so yeah, art class. We had this teacher, and of course I won't mention her name, but like coat things on. It wasn't too bad. In fact, I still have some of the art I made then. Oh, and by the way, here's this is around the time I'm talking about, like 2009. There's me with my guitar, my long hair. I was a guitar player then, kind of, but anyways, art was I can't really see that very well. But, I played like a small Stratocaster, and which I still have, but I salvaged the parts for my Mola. Your art teacher lived in his van. Wow, that's interesting. Well, our art teacher was very. She wasn't so mean. Unlike the music teacher, was like the worst. She looked mean. She looked like she just wanted, like, she had a chip on her shoulder. What did the art? Well, we do like certain things here and there. I didn't. It wasn't that much. I mean, his art class, we did like things with resin, which I want to experiment with resin. Anyways, computer class, we didn't like learn how to work a computer. In fact, I didn't even know. This is embarrassing. I mean, it's not like this anymore. But back then, my good friend, I had to tell William to. He was also in on the recipes thing. I had to ask him to turn the Windows computer off for me. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to shut it down. And we do like programs like these word programs, like learning words, like you're learning to type, which of course I wasn't good at typing. It was like that. I couldn't turn on the computer. I couldn't turn it off. I had no idea what the hell to do. And the teacher didn't help. He wasn't like, okay, let's teach you. He just kind of yelled at you and didn't care. And he had a law like no. Of course, he had like no food and drinks, and then he had food and drinks. But these are kids; they're just like jumping on the computer. But what else did we do? That's pretty much it. Just computer programs like typing, which is important to do. Now, I mean, kids know more than adults about computers. Honestly, I mean, but I had no freaking idea. Anyways, that is school stories, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'm going to shut down the stream. Like I said, tomorrow either we'll do 5:30 to 6, 5:30 or 6. When my friend is here, so it'd be great for you to join. And I'll see you next time. Bye.